Alright, welcome back to the channel. Again, this is MTC at the Let's Ride channel. Part 2 of riding the Bronco Xtreme 11. Unfortunately, I just tried to take part 2, but I forgot after I swapped out my my battery for my GoPro. I forgot to plug in the sound. So, I'm back. Regardless, I'm at about 84 volts. Wait, was that something I dropped? You hear that? Well, the charging port cover just came undone, so I'm gonna have to take that with me. But I could have sworn I just heard something. I'm not seeing any bolts missing. What the fuck? All the bolts are there. Sorry for the heavy breathing. This thing does weigh 105 pounds after all. Alright, here we go. I don't know what that was. I think it was just something I ran over. Huh. I hope. Everything feels right. Yep. I need to take a closer look. Now I'm all paranoid. Sorry, everyone. Just be a moment. Light's still there. No, I'm not seeing anything missing. Huh. Wonder what it could have been. Oh well, right. The light was turning, so I went. I'm sorry, I had to. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I just hit 57 again, really easy, without any wobbles. So I am thinking that as long as I keep my foot placement similar to what I have right now, it should be fine. think my shoe's coming undone. I should fix that. Ooh, motors are starting to pulse. Generally that means that it's trying to as efficiently provide energy to the motors as possible to maintain the speed that you're trying to keep. The problem is it can be jarring at times if you're not like used to that kind of feeling. You may think, oh, something's wrong with my scooter. No, there's nothing wrong. Pulsing in batteries like that and in motors, pretty normal. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at that moon. Or the sun? Moon? Yeah, either way. I think that's a full moon? Full sun? I can't tell with my visor on. I should know. I think that's the sun, right? Oh God. If anyone sees this, they're just gonna roast me in the comments. Just 1 second here. Alright, so I gotta put that back on when I get home. That cap has given me nothing but issues. Looks like everything else is on just fine though. Alright, my shoe. Sorry for the delay, give me 1 moment. Oh, whoa! My shoelace completely broke! It was tied just fine, but like, the bottom part of the lace broke. I've never done that in my life. Alright, well, make sure it's just zipped up properly, and I'll have to make sure not to get that caught. Alright. Wow. I don't think I've ever done that. YouTube content. Quite honestly, when it comes down to it, these videos are just more for myself, and I know that. I'm just having fun, trying to share my passion with people, and honestly, if you can find something you like, or you can learn something, or you can just enjoy the sights and sounds of my rides, and that just makes me happy. I don't need anything other than my scooter and the power to charge it. You know, it must have been all that 57 mile per hour riding right there. But yeah, I definitely did not have the throttle pinned there whatsoever. I'm running like a jackass right now. I admit that. Please do not imitate what I'm doing. Definitely do not imitate what I'm doing. Yeah, I've still got some power in there. 82.2 volts remaining. And you can generally get this down to about 63 to 61 volts before low voltage cutoff. Now, I'm not going to ride it into the ground because I do plan on going on a long ride tomorrow, but do want to get some more speed runs in, if at all possible. Just seen a lot of police today. Like my sound effects. About 3 miles per hour off according to that radar. I don't know how accurate that thing is, or how accurate this thing is for that matter. I really need a true GPS device that's accurate. I tried the GoPro GPS, but there's so many trees around here that I don't think it picks up the GPS signal that well, and so it's either that or the telemetry data is just boned because I'm using a GoPro Hero 8, and for whatever reason GoPro Hero 8 doesn't natively have the GPS stickers and all that stuff that it should have, and GoPro doesn't care about its customer base, so they haven't fixed it. It took like an individual user to actually write their own fix to resolve the issue, and now that person sells it for like $50 or something crazy. Like, thanks GoPro. So now, like, the workaround is using software to extract the telemetry data and then to place it back in, and sometimes that can take 3 additional steps, which it's just not cool, man. So I'll probably end up getting a camera that has that natively built in and functioning. I heard the actual GoPro 9 with the max frame is really good, so maybe I'll look into that. But I think if I get any extra money, I want to put it away for Orion. That's pretty much my dream scooter right there. I mean, it essentially costs double what this thing costs, although they are coming out with a sub $4,000 scooter option, which is pretty neat. And you do have the ability to buy the controllers and such directly from them if you want to make a swap. Like, I know Old Man Dan swapped out his controllers on his Bronco because he said they were malfunctioning for Orion. Which is something I'd actually be interested in doing. I feel like their controllers are probably far more refined compared to these Bronco controllers at this point, just because they've had far more time with the technology. We shall see, though. You know, one of the reasons why you can watch me riding my scooter like this is because it may be something you wish you had the balls to do, or the guts to do, I should say. Balls is a little too misogynistic, huh? But the guts to do, and maybe you just value your health a little bit more than I value my own health, right? So you can live vicariously through me. But you know, I haven't been in an accident with a car as of yet in a year and a half of riding scooters exactly the way I'm riding this one now. The only difference being that this has more power. Are you gonna turn or what? Turn or what? Thank you. Jeez. Let me stop at 0. Is everything clear? Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Okay, turn. But very slowly, be careful. Oh. That's my negative comment of the day. I'm allowed one, right? In case you were curious too, this deck size, it's a foot wide, and I believe about, I don't remember the exact length, but I think it's about 18 inches. So there's a lot of space on it. I just really wish the kick plate had just a lower angle, just by a bit. If it did, the scooter would just be perfect comfort wise. Well, after you switch out the grips. So, while overall I love this scooter, I can't give it a 10 out of 10. If anything, I'd probably give it about an 8.5 or a 9. Probably a solid 9 out of 10 on just an overall scale. It's expensive, but you do truly get what you pay for as far as build quality, at least for the most part. And compared to the scooter that it gets compared to the most, that just hit the market, the Nami Burney, the fact that this has a faster acceleration, a faster top end speed, barely, and it actually comes with a steering damper, I think that kind of puts this Bronco over the top comparatively. That said, I would love to have the Nami Burney as well. That's just a beautiful scooter. It looks gorgeous. But that scooter definitely has its issues. Like the notch where having a pin that just gets sheared pretty quickly. Or brake cables that are far too short to allow the scooter to properly turn and fold. Definitely seem like substantial issues to me. And then unfortunately, for a fluid freeride in the Nami, they dealt with some terrible shipping problems with the very first batch that went out to the US. And possibly elsewhere. I know a lot of global places were okay though, but the US, whew. I mean, some people didn't even get a box. It was just wrapped in plastic after all was said and done, because whatever shipping company that tried to deliver it mangled it that hard. So that's kind of why I'm staying away from the Nami for now. I'd like to see some improvements on that scooter, and then I'll probably buy version 2. But really, I'd love to buy a Ryan before I bought that at this point, now that I have the Bronco. The Bronco really has all the power I need. I mean, if I had 2 hyper scooters, I'd be happier though, because then I'd just ride all day pretty much. I'd go ride for 2 to 3 hours on one, plug it into the fast charger, take out the other one, ride that for 2 to 3 hours, come back, eat, and you know, if I get dual fast chargers, well then it's just an unending, you know, scooter riding sesh. I imagine though the energy bill would probably start getting high. I think it'd be worth it though. I mean, I really do love scooters that much. I mean, I'll still even ride my Xiaomi every once a month or two, you know, just because it's a squirrely little thing going 22 miles per hour and weighing 25 pounds. And the Mantis is always just gonna be fun for me to ride. I mean, that thing only weighs, you know, about 76 pounds, so I have the 24.5 amp hour version, so that weighs 76 pounds and has a pretty good range on it. It's very nimble too. It has 10-inch by 2.5-inch tires. However, wonder what's going on. All right, so I'm at about 78 volts now, and I think because it's getting so dark with the clouds, the overcast, and the smoke, I'm actually going to call it a video here. So thanks for joining me for, oh, I'm actually at 80.5 volts at resting, but regardless, thanks again for coming to the Let's Ride channel. My name's MTC. I hope you had some fun, saw some cool stuff, or at least were somewhat entertained. But I'll be back tomorrow with probably another good hour and a half to 2 hours of riding. Till then, thanks for showing up, and please drop a like if you like what you see. I'll be posting a lot more videos. Thanks again.